In today's video, we'll be talking about debatably one of the biggest NHL busts in the history of the league. You guys need some proof of this player being a bust? Exhibit A. God, I sucked with him in this series. Anyways, Rick DiPietro is our main story today. Once again, check out the links in the description if you guys want to go see some of my other simulation videos that I have done. So, Rick DiPietro was selected with the first overall pick in the 2000 NHL draft by the New York Islanders after then GM Mike Milbury. Yes, the same Mike Milbury we all love on NBC, traded goalie Roberto Luongo. DiPietro didn't even play a game with the Islanders before he suffered his very first injury. A groin injury during training camp resulted in DiPietro starting the season with the Chicago Wolves, was called up twice, but did not play his first NHL game until January 2001 against the Buffalo Sabres. Though his NHL debut was widely anticipated, he played 20 games in the 2001 season and managed to post just 3 wins against 15 losses for the struggling New York Islanders team. He played 10 games the next season as well as 1 playoff game before being called up permanently in the 03-04 season. His goals against average decreased from 3.49 in the 2001 season to 2.36 in the 03-04 season. On December 12, 2006, DiPietro signed a 15-year, $67.5 million contract with the Islanders, topping former teammate Alexei Yashin's contract signed before the start of the 01-02 season of 10 years. Despite his overall struggles, Dippy was still able to break some of the Islanders' franchise records, including a 56 save performance and a 2-1 shootout loss to the New York Rangers. On March 13, 2007, DiPietro suffered a concussion after a collision with Montreal Canadiens forward Steve Begin when DiPietro raced out to poke check a puck at the blue line at 15:41 of the first period. DiPietro returned for 4 games but then missed the rest of the regular season after he sustained another concussion in a game against the Rangers. He returned to play games 2 through 5 of the Islanders' first round playoff series against the Buffalo Sabres. Injuries continued, as well as countless surgeries on his hip and knee. His hip injury, which happened at the All-Star game of all places. After all these surgeries, DiPietro continued to go back and forth from playing and not playing games with the Islanders before GM Garth Snow announced that DiPietro would miss the rest of the 08-09 season due to post-arthroscopic surgical swelling in his right knee. On February 13th, he was listed as day-to-day with the flu, and less than a month later, swelling in his left knee caused him to be placed on the injured reserve list effective March 2nd, 2010. He did not return for the rest of the season. DiPietro later became the Isles' starting goaltender once again when the team traded Dwayne Rollison to the Tampa Bay Lightning. On February 2nd, 2011, in his first game against the Penguins since he got a shootout win against them, DiPietro engaged in a rare goaltender fight against Pittsburgh's Brett Johnson in the final seconds of the game. He was knocked out and had his jaw broken by a single punch to the face by Johnson. The injuries kept him off the ice for weeks. The 2010-11 season was once again no difference for DiPietro. Although sharing a 3-way goalie tandem with Al Montoya and Evgeny Nabokov, DiPietro took a hard shot to his mask from Brian Rolston during practice for the Islanders' 3rd game of the season. The shot concussed him and sidelined him indefinitely until November when he finally won his first game of the 11-12 season. However, he was sidelined again indefinitely after injuring his groin, which required surgery. Again. After playing only 3 games in the lockout-shortened 2012-13 season, DiPietro was waived by the Islanders and was then sent to the AHL. Following the 2012-13 season, it was announced on July 1st, 2013 that DiPietro will be placed on unconditional waivers and will have the remainder of his contract bought out on a compliance, bringing an end to the 2000 first overall draft pick's career with the New York Islanders. There's really no other way to put it other than saying DiPietro had some extremely bad luck with injuries. But what if DiPietro wasn't a bust? What if his injury history was wiped out and he turned out to be a really decent goaltender? So, it was honestly so tough for me to determine what overall I should give DiPietro for this experiment, since his highest overall rating was, I believe, an 88 overall back in either NHL 11 or 12. So, like we did with Marc Savard, I gave DiPietro an overall of 84, comparing a lot of his stats to that of Ryan Miller with some added adjustments. I didn't want to give him a Lundqvist or Luongo overall, although their age is higher than that of DiPietro's now, so giving him roughly in the middle of an 84-85 at age 35, I felt was appropriate, accounting for his age possibly contributing to a decline in his game. However, I don't think whatever overall I gave DiPietro would have helped the Islanders out in this simulation because their goal scoring wasn't the greatest at a 2.63 average and lost a ton of games where the team only scored 1 goal. They finished with the next to last worst record in the Eastern Conference at 36, 38, and 8, but DiPietro honestly didn't play extremely bad. He finished with a 25, 24, and 3 record with a 2.64 goals against average and a save percentage of .914. He had 5 total shutouts and also got 2 assists. He probably would have finished with a lot better record if the Islanders team in front of him would have put more than 1 goal per game like I noticed during the sim. All in all, a stud goalie in today's NHL is one of the hardest things for a team to both find and develop. And even in Rick DiPietro's case, the answer to a team's problems may not even be with the #1 overall draft pick. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, leave down in the comment section what you guys would like to see next. And tell me what you thought of this simulation. I know it was kind of difficult for me to do this one, considering it was really difficult to pick an overall for DiPietro. So let me know if you guys think I gave him an appropriate overall rating, or if you think I should have gone higher, or even lower in this case. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.